Hey everyone, here I am again with another Tumblr Q&A video. Who would have thought that this would be my third Q&A video? Not me. I would have never guessed that I'd get enough questions to make 3 videos of me answering people's questions. That is unbelievable. Anyway, let's get cracking. So let's just click on that little envelope there, which has some questions in it. Okay, so the first question is asking how many CDs do I own that are shown in some of the photos behind me. And what this person is referring to are my games, and I collect Sega games and consoles, which I've mentioned before. I usually focus on Sega Mega Drive or Genesis if you're in North America, and I own around 400 of those titles. I also collect for the Sega Master System, the 32X, the Sega Saturn, the Dreamcast and the Game Gear. And between those other consoles, I own around 200 games there. So all up, around 600 games. Okay, so the next question is, do you believe black magic works? I'm not a superstitious person, believe it or not. And, you know, I don't believe in any sort of witchcraft, or I don't believe in any gods or anything supernatural. So do I believe black magic works? No, I don't. I don't believe that any sort of magic works. I mean, you get magicians that perform tricks and illusions, which are amazing. All of these sort of things, like with magic and witchcraft and gods and, you know, all of that. Extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence, and there is none. There's no evidence. And if you were able to prove that all of the supernatural stuff, or some of it, even just the tiniest part of it, was real, I'm sure you would win a Nobel Prize, and so far no one has managed to do that. Sorry if that wasn't the answer you were looking for, but that's my opinion and the truth. Anyway, the next question is, what are your thoughts on revenge? Another serious question, by the way, which is really strange. So what I wrote was, I try to be a positive person, so revenge isn't usually on my to-do list. Haha. Getting on with life, being happy, and not letting that person or their actions get to you is the best revenge in my opinion. Okay, go back to my little envelope. Is it strange that I find Groundskeeper Willie kind of sexy? I regret nothing. You know, I know a lot of people find cartoon characters or game characters sexually attractive. Groundskeeper Willie is a muscular, well-built male. He's got fiery red hair. I mean, what's not to like? He seems like a good guy. Apart from when he was raking his face, that was a bit unsettling. I remember in the 90s when Lara Croft Tomb Raider first came out, and you know, she had the pointiest breasts. They were like triangular, and people thought that she was extraordinarily sexy. These triangle breasts were attractive to a lot of people. So it's not strange, I don't think. I've got a couple more questions, but this next question will be the last one, which is, what is your favourite anime series of all time? It's hard to tell. In the top 3, I'd have to say Dragon Ball Z is in there. Soul Eater would be up there, and probably Death Note. So those 3 would have to be in my top 3, in no particular order. You know, they're all quite different to each other. They're probably the ones that have stuck with me the most out of any anime. You know, any more questions, send them my way. So yeah, hit subscribe, and hopefully I'll see ya in the next video.